Hey, yeah, my name's Tristan. If you haven't checked out some of my other videos as well, yeah, feel free to. I'm just going to be looking at some stuff which I basically ripped off Chili Hunter. Basically, he's a guy who plays 8-string guitar and plays bass lines and melodies at the same time, and he's a bit of a funk monster, really. So, even though I don't have an 8-string guitar, we can still play some of these kinds of ideas and get that kind of sound. Let's start off with a basic bass line, or 1/5, so... and we'll put a little slap in there as well. Okay, now I'll just show you a little bit of stuff which I can do over the top of that. So... Okay, cool. So you get the idea that you can still have a dum dum dum, that really old bass line, which is in a whole heap of different types of music, and you can have it keep on going while you've got a melody going. Guys like Chet Atkins, Lenny Bro did that sort of stuff as well, but definitely Charlie kind of took it to another level and really made it a lot more grooving. Tuck Andrus did as well, but I don't think he provides as much as what Charlie does, because Charlie really tries to separate it, because he's got 3 strings, EAD, bass kind of range, and then ADGBE, which is more of a guitar range. So, and then you run it through different amps and all kinds of stuff. So it really sounds like 2 different instruments happening at the same time. His bass line's got a whole heap more complex than 1/5, but just for the sake of demonstrating this technique, maybe it's a good idea if we just start off simple. Okay, so what I would probably start off is learn a scale whilst playing one note, like for example the G with my first finger. Actually, I'm playing with my second finger. So with my second finger I put the G and the bass on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then with my pinky I play G an octave up on the 5th fret of the D string. So, and I'm playing with my thumb and my first 2 fingers, sort of classical kind of way. Okay, so I get an octave here with my second and pinky finger. And then I use with my first finger I play A on the G string, which is the 2nd fret. So G, A, ring finger on the 4th fret of the G string for B, so G, pinky on the 5th fret of the G string, first finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, pinky on E, which is the 5th fret of the B string, and then F, and then G on the 3rd fret. So F on the 1st fret of the E string and G on the 3rd fret of the E string. So you can get a bit of a stretch between here, which is why I'd also practice it like this. First finger this time, and now using my second finger on the 5th fret, so 1st fret on the 3rd fret of the E string, second finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then with my pinky I play on the 7th fret of the D string, which is A, so it's G, A, and then second finger on B, which is the 4th fret of the G string, then C, which is the 5th fret of the G string, and then back to the 3rd fret here, which I'm barring on the B string, which is D, and then ring finger on E on the 5th fret of the B string, pinky on F, which is the 6th fret of the E B string, sorry, and then barring on G again on the high E string on the 3rd fret, and I can use my ring finger up there on the 5th fret for A, and I can probably even get up to B. So we got that, right? Now the next thing that what you do is, because that's one note, so we can so we could have a one note bass line if we had those two positions already worked out in our head. But then what we'd do is we would, with maybe the first one I'd work on is using my ring finger on D and play the same kind of position I did for the first one. So, but I'm using my, basically playing the same notes but holding the ring finger down on D instead of on the first finger on G or the second finger on G. And basically you work out a whole heap of different variations of bass note with one of these fingers and doing the scale with the rest of them, which is a lot of work. And if you've ever seen Charlie Punter play, it's amazing watching, because he has so many different fingering combinations that, yeah, you really appreciate. Once you start doing this stuff, you appreciate how much time and effort it takes to actually get to a point where it doesn't feel like you're dragging all the time. Another thing that you might want to do is practice chromatic scales, or while still holding the G and the bass. You listen there? And then practicing with the second finger. Basically, it's how many notes can you play all over the neck while holding a bass note down. And once you've gone through every possible combination, first finger playing the bass, second finger playing the bass, third and fourth playing the bass, I mean, you basically have, and then you have the ability to then put scales on there. You should be able, if you can play most chromatic scales, you can obviously play most diatonic scales, and you should have enough independence to be able to work on those as well. Just quickly, the other thing that I would also practice is take a chord voicing, like a major chord. So like we'll play D major with G in the bass, D sharp major with G in the bass, E, F, you can even go down to D flat there, or C. So what you do is you practice playing different inversions of major chords or minor chords against this bass note. Same sort of concept, but with a triad. So bit of a stretch for that one. Maybe Hancock would love that one. Okay, so things to work on. Hopefully you'll be able to post some of your own stuff, and if you've played a bit of stuff like Charlie, feel free to share, and I look forward to hearing from you.